The Dougie and Deb Podcast is sponsored by Isla B Bridal Nuneaton. Book an appointment today and shop for all your wedding needs. Visit islabbridal.co.uk.
Hi everybody and welcome to episode 2 of the Dougie and Deb Podcast. Coming up in today's show, we interview the amazing Dave Hemingway. What a career this guy's had. Former frontman of the Beautiful South and the House Martins. He talks to us exclusively about his new band, the Sunbirds.
Yeah, such a great guy. We also have the next Dougie versus Deb challenge. And the question is, Dougie, are you smarter than a 9-year-old?
Yep.
Absolutely. So this week we are being asked a series of questions by a 9-year-old to see who comes out on top. Will it be Dougie or will it be me, who was 1-0 up, by the way?
Yeah, we know. And no one cares. And for the record, we've got a very special 9-year-old coming on as well.
We do.
Very special. More coming up on that later on. We've got the Rewind competition. Loads of you entered last week. Thank you for that. But no correct answers. No. So we're going to do it all over again and see if you can get 3 brand new tracks, but they're in reverse.
Absolutely. And then we're going to take you back into our time machine once more, and we're going to visit the year of 1970. So bring out those flares and get body rocking.
Yeah, man, why not? So put the kettle on, grab your snacks. The next hour, you belong to us, and it's a great show. Stay tuned. Hi everybody and welcome to episode 2 of the Dougie and Deb Podcast. I'm joined as always by my glamorous assistant Deb. Say hi Deb.
Hi Deb.
Hi Deb, how you doing?
I'm alright, how are you?
Very, very good. We've made it to number 2. Number 1 was quite successful.
It certainly was.
Very surprised.
Loved
surprised. We thought it was going to be a bit of fun and before we know it, we've got Jimmy from 911 on and it's serious and everyone's loved it.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for the feedback. Loads and loads of feedback. Have you had much feedback?
Yes. Most importantly, Dougie.
Go on.
Apparently you have a voice for radio.
I've got a face for radio. That's what they're saying. Did you misread the messages?
Just going through it. No, definitely voice.
No, definitely face.
Yeah.
That's for sure. So a few people have said that to me in the past. That's fine. I've got a face for radio and now a voice for radio.
Now a voice for radio. And I think we could take this to the next level. I think we could do a little mini audition to get you on one of these radio stations that play very smooth music. What do you think?
that was such a dodgy way of not saying smooth radio. Yeah, so radio station that plays smooth radio songs.
What can I say? I'm a smooth operator.
Yeah, you're a smooth criminal. Right, okay. Seamless Michael Jackson link there. You're welcome.
Love it.
Right, okay. So what have you got in mind then?
Okay, so I'm thinking that we could take a scenario and then put a particular song that will go perfect.
So this is my audition for smooth radio. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah.
Right. Okay then. So, so for all the ladies out there. For all you ladies out there, that was creepy. That went from being
Barry White
to I'm going to kill you. It went really creepy, really quick. Sorry, everybody. Right, okay. So, what have you got a track in mind? You got one lined up?
Yeah,
I've got to talk over it.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Then here goes.
Right. So I need you to read this.
Oh God, here we go. You're listening to Dougie on Smooth Radio. We've had a message from Marjorie, who feels like a chameleon. This is for you.
And I see your true colours shining through.
I think it's really good.
Brilliant.
I think I've got the job.
I think so.
I'm going solo. I'm doing a Robbie and leaving the band.
Yeah.
I'm off.
I've got another one for you.
Oh no. Oh God, I know what's coming. Okay. We've had a message from Dave, who's been shouting his delivery driver, who's now crossed the road to get his attention. Professional. He shouted at least more than once, potentially 1,000 times. This is for you, Dave. A bit of Adele.
Hello from the other side. I must have
See, look.
1,000 times.
You
More
did?
than once. More than once. Oh, I think I've got the job.
I think you have as well.
I'm
Go
definitely
on.
going to audition.
Yeah, you should.
Do you think that's appeased all the fans?
Yeah, I
Okay.
think so. I think
there
so.
you go then. I'm clearly leaving for Pasture Smooth. Pasture Smooth.
Oh,
See what I did there?
oh, smooth.
That's why I get paid the big but oh. We don't get paid for this, do we?
No.
Okay, so oh dear.
Now, if you can think of any more general
God.
please
No.
get in touch, because
Don't.
we do want to
We don't.
keep on auditioning.
We don't want to know. You can, of course, get in touch with the show, as always, with your Adele-related smooth songs. I don't know. Get in touch. We're on Twitter at the Dougie and Deb Podcast. We're also on Facebook. Go and give us a like. And on all your podcast platforms.
Absolutely.
Right, it is now time for the big interview. And interviews do not get any bigger than this. This man with the beautiful South went on to sell 15 million records worldwide.
He was also in the iconic band The House Martins, who had a huge hit with this song.
What a good place to be. Don't believe that. To speak a different language and it's absolutely obvious.
And now he's back with his brand new band, The Sunbirds.
He certainly is, and they've got an amazing sound as well. He joins us on the line, Mr. Dave Hemingway. Hi, Dave. How you doing?
I'm okay, thank you.
Good. Right, okay, so the new band is Sunbirds. How has lockdown been treating you?
It's a bit glum, really, isn't it? We're only to obviously the album's out, and we were lucky enough to finish it before the first lockdown, so that was good. Yeah. But then we wanted to put it out a lot sooner than it did come out, and now it's out. We want to promote it, do gigs, etc., and go up and down the country doing some gigs, but that's not been able to do that, so it's really frustrating, really. So we're just waiting for the chance to do that, and it looks like it's going to be a while yet. So, yeah.
That's horrendous.
Yeah, that's such a shame, isn't it? Such a shame.
Yeah, well, we feel we'd like to do the album justice by going out and playing, but one thing we can do while we're waiting is work on some other songs for the next album. Really, that's all we can do. So we'll see what happens there.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So, I mean, would you say that this album's been a lot tougher to promote previous to other albums that you've done in the past? Yeah,
well, this one we haven't got a record company behind us, so we had to do everything ourselves. Just a long haul. It was. It's been about 2 years from when we first did the demos for the songs to actually finishing the album. So it's been a long haul, and we've had to do everything ourselves. And now we haven't got the chance to sort of go out and play it. So it's been very frustrating, but we'll get there in the end. It's just we'll just have to bide our time, and we'll have to do it as we can.
Embracing new technology as well, Dave. That's the other thing now. It's all social media and very different from the old days.
Yeah.
It is. Whether I want to do that, I have thought about what people are doing these Zoom and gigs, etc. Which is fair enough. It's all well and good. Whether it's for me or not, I'm not quite sure. I mean, I've thought about it. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm a bit old school, really. I'd rather wait until we can get together in a venue and have a proper gig rather than just trying to do things over the. I mean, I know it works for some people, and that's great. But I just say I'm looking on a bit, so I don't understand it all.
We're both singers, not obviously not on your level by any means, pubs and clubs and stuff, but I've done, I don't know about you, but I've done a few Zoom and Facebook Live shows, and you just, I tell you what, you suddenly realise why you get into it in the first place. It's not money or it helps to pay the bills, but it's that reaction. It's when you sing a song and nobody claps, and you suddenly think,
oh, I'm used to that.
Wow. So are we, to be fair.
Yeah.
So are we.
That's never been a problem for me.
Well, that's not technically true. Bearing in mind you have been in my opinion, and many people's opinion, two of the most iconic bands of all time. How does this differ? Obviously, it's a very different. The debut single came out in August. Meet You on the North Side, and I've got to say, and I played it to Deb this morning.
Yeah.
It's it's very modern in its sound.
Yeah.
Very, almost got an American sound to it. But you know what I love is it's still got a bit of a nod to the old, almost the beautiful South. That kind of old school. Would you agree with that? It's kind of got a little bit of a nod to that. Was that deliberate?
Not deliberate as such, but I think if I'm honest, any band I'm in or anything we do, or any songs that we do, will have an element of that because of the way I am and the way that the bands I've been in. Obviously, I mean, answer to your question before about how is it different. Well, obviously, I've been lucky enough to be into such good bands, in my opinion. That's not blowing me on trumpet, it's blowing the band's trumpet, really, because they're great songs and great songwriters. So I like to follow that through in terms of the songs have to be good enough to put out there because of the track record that I've had with great songwriters and that. And I thought if the songs weren't going to be good enough this time round, there's no point bothering. But having said that, never lose the excitement of being in a band, and it's just in a way it's like starting all over again. And so I've got the buzz about doing that, and when these gigs eventually happen, it'll be just as exciting as when you first go out there in the first band you're in. It's just like doing it all over again.
Absolutely. Well, we're coming. We've already decided we're coming along now. That's it. I think that's been played on the Alexa about 3 times this morning already. Yeah. So the album, Call to Be Kind, was released in November. Obviously tricky to promote it. But how would you describe this album? If I was to say to someone that had never heard The Beautiful South or anything you'd ever done, how would you describe the new album to the newbies out there?
Well, first of all, as I said, I believe the songs are really good and we're proud of them. And it's got a feel like a melodic feel, but like a few of the bands I've been in, hopefully the lyrics are good and the melodies are good songs in general. And it's got a bit more of a country feel to it. This album, there's a few songs on there. But I think there's enough tempo stuff and pop stuff on there and guitar-based songs to hopefully give everyone something to listen to, and that's what we ask really. We just want people to get the album, have a listen to it, and eventually when you can come on to gigs, just let us know what to feel. And we're proud of it, and because obviously we've done it ourselves, it's more of an achievement as well, I think.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So Dave, do you have a song on the album that stands out more to you? Is it more meaningful to you, and is there a reason for that?
Well, the first single on the North Side is about my childhood growing up in Hull in the 60s. That's the 1960s, not the 1860s, don't worry. So that song's about that. It's about the old haunts and the fishing industry, the trawlers, and how it was back then. So that one was got quite a meaning for me. And also, for different reasons, the last song on the album, Stars Still Shine, that's quite a bittersweet sort of song, which also has meanings for me, which I won't go into, but I think it speaks for itself, really.
So growing up in Hull, can I ask who was your musical inspiration?
Well, it's going to sound like a cliche, which I don't want it to, but obviously, growing up in the 60s, the Beatles were around when I was a kid, and they were very influential. But I was also lucky enough when I was sort of in my teens, 16, 17, when punk rock happened and new wave and all stuff like that. So I was lucky enough to be around the right age when that sort of fit as well, with Sex Pistols, etc. So I think I was brought up in a good era for music, when there was a lot going on, a lot of talented bands, a lot of talented people, songwriters.
So speaking of, I think the Beatles is the go-to answer, isn't it? I think if you're not inspired by the Beatles, then I think there's something massively wrong. I think there's a lot of modern artists that have almost shunned the Beatles, thinking it's not cool, and gone their own way. But actually, if it's not broke, don't fix it.
Obviously, I don't agree with that. I mean, good songwriters are good songwriters, and you've got to look the way the Beatles evolved from only been together really at the top for 8 years, and from being what was a boy band to start off with, really, to all the experimentation they did with music. And I think anyone who ignores that doesn't know much about music, really, whether you like them or not.
Yeah, absolutely. So with the new band, speaking of talented people, the Sunbirds, as we've mentioned many times, and that's why you're on, let's face it, you've got a brand new singer involved in the band, Laura. We've heard her voice, amazing voice. Mm-hmm. Where did you find her? Was there an audition process for that, or walking down the road one day?
To be honest, in all the bands, we've never done auditions. I never auditioned for the House Martins. It was just word of mouth, you know. It was more important that we got on socially, and we went out for a beer and said, all right, do you want to be in the band? It's true. Before I joined the House Martins, they'd never even heard me play. It was so it could have been disastrous, really. But I always think it's been more important to get on with people rather than be the best musicians or singers in the world. And as for Laura, she played violin in a band that supported the South sometimes. So we knew her through a violin, and to be honest, we never knew she could sing.
Oh wow!
So it was a bonus, you know, when we got together with the songs. And we said, "Oh, try that." And I don't think she was very, you know, she didn't think she was any good. I mean, she didn't realise how good she is. So we had to sort of cheer up a bit, really, and say, "Look, honestly, you sound really good." So we were very fortunate in that respect that we not only got a violinist, but we got a singer as well. So that was good.
Do you think, I know that obviously there's history, but do you think there will ever be a time where any of the icon, like House Martin or the Beautiful South, would ever get back together, or do you think that's gone and everyone's moved on?
No, I can categorically say that will never happen.
I did.
I mean,
I did do some research, and I figured that would be the case, but I thought I'd ask.
No, obviously people do say that sort of thing and then get back together for a money spinning tour and stuff like that. But no, that will never happen in our case. I can guarantee that for sure. No. So as you say, it's not about money. I mean, if you know, to throw millions at us, we still wouldn't do it. So like, you know, that's just how we are. So that will never happen. But we had a great time when we did it. So it was good to look back on.
Wow, that leads me brilliantly to my next question, actually, and probably the toughest one I'm going to ask you, actually. If you had to pick a moment in your illustrious career, quite frankly, what would it be? Was there a moment where you stopped and went, wow, this was the moment? We had 911 on, a 90s boy band last week, and he told us that it was when they did Wembley Arena, and he just looked at his mates and went, oh my God, this is it.
Yeah.
Is there a moment of that for you?
Well, I'm going to be greedy and say there was about 3 moments, really.
No, we'll take 3.
Yeah.
First off was when I first got to go on Top of the Pops, because I'd grown up as a kid watching it. And to actually think I'd ever be on there was obviously a pipe dream. And that happened, so that was a pinch yourself moment for a start. Then lucky enough to get a number 1 single, which again is another dream when you're growing up and in bands and that. And finally the other one, gig-wise, was playing Glastonbury second onto REM.
Wow.
On the main stage. So the sun was just going down, and I thought, well, it can't really get any better than this, really. So I've been very fortunate to have some great high points, and I never forget that.
That's incredible. Oh, what's really sad is 2 of those moments don't really exist anymore. You know, there are no bands aspiring to have number 1 singles anymore, because it doesn't exist, does it? Number 1
No,
single,
it doesn't. No,
particularly.
it's disappointing, because obviously when we had it, it sort of meant something. People were still going to shops and buying the records, and nowadays, no, I know I make me sound like an old idiot, but it just doesn't have the same resonance, I don't think, or the same feel to having a number 1. But back then it was great, and it was an achievement, and something I'll never forget. And of course, Top of the Pops ain't there anymore either.
No, of course. What are the main differences between being independent like you are and having a record company? Does it obviously I'm presuming it's going to be easier with a record company, but I'm guessing you have more control if you're doing it on your own. Do you? Is that true?
That's exactly true. But if we're honest, the record company does. If you've got the clout of a record company behind you, you've got more power.
Of course.
I mean, being independent is all great and well and good, but when it comes to getting on shows and doing things and doing sort of gigs you want to do, having a record company behind you helps very much in that way. Although, obviously, they got a lot of money off you for doing that. You know, they didn't do it for free. It was they made a lot of money off the back of the bands, but that was fair enough because they got you the airplay, really, and people to get to hear the songs. So they had a purpose for sure.
Well, we're gonna play a little bit of your single as well on the podcast coming up. But what I want to ask you, a final question, and this is the big one. This is the one that everyone that comes on our show, we should have given you some time to prep this. So you're going to be going to be professional now and off the cuff. We're going to put you, legendary Dave Hemingway, we're going to put you on a desert island. There are no COVID rules. You can do what you want to do. But the deal is this. You have to take with you one movie to watch for eternity. You get to take one celebrity crush. So I'm sure you get plenty in your time. And one song. So we'll finish with a song. So first up, one movie. If you could take one movie, what would it be?
Rocky 3.
Oh, go on,
Nice.
why? Why that one?
Well, I like the Rocky films, but that's the one that I don't know. I just like it because it comes out on top of it. Well, it comes out on top anyway, but against all the odds. So I like to think it shows something there.
They're amazing. And they don't make films like that anymore, do they? They're almost like...
No, there's probably a reason for that.
Yeah, but they're iconic for a reason, aren't they? You know, they're amazing films. That's a great pick. No, I'm happy with that pick. Right, one celebrity... This is always a little bit controversial, this.
Yeah.
One celebrity crush. Who would you take with you?
I was always a big fan of Natalie Wood.
Oh.
Before your time. But she played Maria in a West Side Story film. Yes. She was a big film actress, and she was the one who drowned off her boat with her husband, who was Robert Wagner.
Yes.
She drowned in mysterious circumstances. I like to think she was pining for me, so she threw herself overboard.
I couldn't get the man I wanted, so threw himself overboard.
Yeah, so I'm going to end it all.
That's reasonable. That's a reasonable explanation.
Oh, yes.
And one song. Now, I'm not going to ask you to pick one of your own. You can if you want to. But is there one song that you would be happy to listen to, and we'll play it out to the end of the show for the rest of your life? What would it be, Dave?
Okay, well, I'm going to go for a Beatles one, seeing as it was such an inspiration when I was a kid. Yeah. And the single that springs to mind is Strawberry Fields Forever, which was a B-side, well, no, a double A-side with Penny Lane. So on one side you had the best of John Lennon, on the other side you had the best of Paul McCartney. So I'd probably go to the John Lennon one, which is Strawberry Fields Forever.
Amazing, great choice. It's a pleasure to have you on, a real honour for us to have you on.
Thanks for having me.
Just to sum up, Sunbird's a debut single out in August, but it's still out. Meet You on the North Side is available now. And the album, which is amazing, we can recommend it, Call to Be Kind, is out now. God bless you, mate. Enjoy yourself. Have as good a lockdown as you can.
Yeah.
And we look forward to seeing you at a tour very soon.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, you too.
God bless, mate. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
And I'll meet you on the north side, where the diamonds shine in the mud, and the slowly rolling river is forever in my blood.
What are you doing? You're not listening to Dougie and Deb's podcast. And now you will feel the full force of the dark side.
The Dougie and Deb podcast is sponsored by Isla B Bridal Nuneaton. Book an appointment today and shop for all your wedding needs. Visit islabbridal.co.uk.
It's time for Dougie versus Deb. The challenge. Alrighty then.
Yeah, that's right. It is challenge time, and I've got a very smug Deb with me who is 1-0 up.
Ah, yes, indeed.
You've been enjoying this week, haven't you?
Definitely.
Right, okay. She fluked to win last week. I am 1-0 down, but we will make up for it this week. And this week, we have been set a challenge by someone very, very special.
Very special.
Very special indeed. My Amber, she's 9 years old, and she has left us a voice message. Are you ready to hear it?
Oh, yes, I am.
God, what she said. I've not vetted this yet.
Go.
Oh, this could be anything knowing that kid. Right, okay, let's go. Let's find out what my little girl Amber has got to say for her challenge this week.
Hi, my name is Amber and I'm 9 years old. Today's Dougie vs. Deb challenge is, are you smarter than a 9-year-old? Mainly me. I have set you 10 questions from my homeschooling. Your challenge is to go head to head and see who gets the most correct answers. Good luck, you're gonna need it.
Right, that's it.
Oh,
I'm finding the milkman and I'm
God.
giving her back. That's it. Damn kid. Right, okay, so the challenge has been set by my overly cute 9-year-old daughter Amber,
Yep.
who has asked a question. Deb and Dougie, are we smarter than a 9-year-old?
I really don't know. You know, schoolwork's changed since I was at school.
Did you go to school? You went to school? Really?
I did.
This is fun because we've been homeschooling. Her mum and I are separated, but we work together on the homeschooling. Granted, she does a bit more than I do. I think she has more patience than I do, in fairness. So none of what is coming up, I've been assured, is anything that I have done with her. So I've no advantage here, other than the fact I know there's no advantage. I mean, as you say, schoolwork is horrendous now. Even the way they work out maths is not the same way as we worked out maths back in the day. Long division and things is not like we used to do it.
No, definitely not.
The answers are different. Like, they come into different answers. It doesn't make any sense. Anyway,
God.
there will be no advantage here. So we are going to be set 10 questions by my lovely Amber. And we've got a pen and paper in front of us. So we know the other one's not cheating.
Nope.
You guys are going to have to take our word for it because, trust me, we're competitive. Mm-hmm. We're not going to let the other one get away with anything here.
Oh, no.
So the answer will be written down. Whoever gets the most points wins.
Oh, here we go.
Are you ready? I'm dreading this one.
I think so.
Absolutely dreading this one. Right, okay, let's do it. Dougie versus Deb challenge. I am losing 1-0. The pressure is on. My little girl hasn't helped the situation.
No.
But now it's time for some dramatic music.
Oh,
it's very good.
yeah.
Very game show. Wait for Chris Tarrant to come out any time now.
Oh, God.
We haven't got Chris Tarrant, but we have got Amber. And Amber is now going to give us question number 1.
Question 1. World War II began and ended in which years?
Well, she's very good on this, isn't she?
Gosh, very good.
That's your replacement sorted.
It is.
Straight away. Younger model, straight in.
Yeah.
Amber do. Right, good question. Right, okay. Are you writing it down then?
I
Play
am.
along at home, by the way. Shout at your mobile device.
Yeah.
That's not weird at all.
Right, I've definitely got
Yeah.
the year it ended. It's just when it started. That is
No, I've got them both.
a big thing. Oh, show off.
I've got them both.
Right, I'm between 2 years. I'm going to go with that one.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Gonna go.
Show me it's written down. Right, okay.
Yeah.
I'll go first. I've got 1939 to 1945.
Exactly the same as me.
Yes, you have. Fair enough. Okay. Amber, what is the answer to question 1?
The answer is 1939 and 1945.
Right, 1 point all round there then.
Yes.
Okay, very good. This is going to be close, I think. Okay, question number 2.
Question 2. Which body of water did the Vikings have to cross to invade Britain?
Okay, right.
Oh, God.
Struggling.
History is not my forte.
What is? What is? Okay, I've got this one.
Oh,
Struggling?
that's it. It's going to be awful.
Right, go on then, I'll go first then. I'm going to say the North Sea. Oh, I've just seen your answer. Before you say your answer, you do realise where the Vikings are from, don't you? Just from a geography point of view,
No.
they were around the Scandinavian countries.
Oh, of course, yeah.
And your answer is?
Pacific Ocean.
The Pacific Ocean. Good effort. Well, let's find out what it is. You might be right. You're definitely not, but you might be right. Amber, what is the answer, lovely?
And the answer is North Sea.
As we suspected, that's a point to me. So I take the lead early on, 2-1 to me, going into question number 3.
Okay.
Question number 3 is, name 4 main chambers of the heart.
Oh, you kidding me?
This is 9-year-old.
Oh God!
It's homeschooling for a 9-year-old.
That's what I mean.
I know people much older than that who haven't got a clue.
No, I have no idea. I'm literally just going to make it up. That's bad, isn't it?
Make it funny then. I do know the answer to this one, but I only because I did GCSE PE, and it's one of the very few things at school that stuck. If I'm honest.
Oh yeah.
Sorry.
Put it on the heartstrings.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. All 4 valves of them. Right. Okay. Go on. You go first then.
Oh God. Okay.
This will be funny.
Okay.
Dave, Alan, Tom, and Fred. They're the names of my valves. Go on.
I've no idea. Right valve, left valve. Right chamber, left chamber.
I mean, if you're going to have a guess, it's not the stupidest guess ever. The answer, I think, is going to be left and right, so, of each one. Left atrium, the right atrium, the left ventricle, and the right ventricle, I think. If I remember rightly. Although the more I'm talking, the more you start to doubt yourself. Let's find out. Amber, what is the answer?
The answer is, and it is a bit tricky, right atrium, right ventricle, and left ventricle.
Absolutely smashed it.
You jammy dodger.
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
Oh,
All
yeah.
right. What can I say? Come on. Right. Come on. Heading into question 4. I am 3-1 up.
Oh, shush.
Come on, let's go. Amber, what's next?
Question 4. What did L.S. Lowry's paintings often represent?
Absolutely not a Scooby.
Oh, I'm going to be rubbish at this challenge.
Not a Scooby-Doo, quite frankly. Any ideas?
I haven't got a clue. I'm just going to make it up.
Good luck at home if you've got this one. Very well done. Art is not my thing.
No.
I don't think I could tell you an artist off the top of my head.
Vincent van Gogh.
Vincent van Gogh. Last week's challenge again. Yeah, no idea. Skip. No idea. What's the answer, Amber?
And the answer is Northern Industrial England.
Right, fine. I'm still winning 3-1. Question number 5.
Question number 5, and this is an easy one. Which composer wrote a series of 12 songs for schools?
Is she having a laugh?
Easy.
Easy one.
Got a clue.
I haven't got a clue.
Oh, I'm just going to go with that one, I think.
Yeah, I haven't got a clue. Right, go on then. What's your answer?
Ba 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 bum. Ba 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 bum.
What is that?
Beethoven.
Right, okay, is that not a dog?
Yeah, but
Dog.
well, the film was named after the composer.
Right, okay. I don't think it's going to be anyone that old.
Oh.
I think in this mod, it's going to be like Joe Wicks's for PE. I'm going to go for Gary Barlow. I was going to go for Ken Barlow, but probably not. But definitely, yeah, why not?
Oh,
why
brilliant.
not? 12 songs for school he could have done. Duetted them all with someone? I don't know. Well, that's my answer then. Let's find out. What's the answer?
Okay.
Answer 5. Benjamin Britten. Did you get it?
No, you horrible child. No, we didn't.
No, it wasn't easy. Who is Benjamin Britten?
Who is even your father? Like, I swear, like, are we even related? Come on, help me out. Right, okay. On to, reluctantly, question number 6.
Question number 6. What word is used to describe instructions given to a computer?
How very modern.
Oh,
No, we didn't have computers when I was at school.
well, senior school, yeah.
I think we had none at junior school, and I think we had one computer room at senior school that had like 6 computers in,
Yeah.
and they were the size of a lorry. Like it was around one printer that took like a whole lesson to print something off.
You're old.
Yeah, I feel it. Right, okay, I do know the answer, and it
Me
is written
too.
down. What about you?
Yeah, me
Go on,
too.
then, you go first.
Algorithms.
Yes, I've got algorithms as well. Let's find out if that's right.
You should know this one, Daddy. Algorithms.
Yes, thank you, sweetheart. I did know that one, actually, but sadly so did Deb. The
Yes.
scores on the doors as we enter question 7. It's 4-2 to me.
Oh, shush.
Looking good. Right, okay. Question number 7.
And this is question 7. Name the famous British and German fighter planes.
Good question, that one.
Good one. Oh, I don't know the German one.
I've got 2 names written down.
Yeah.
One I'm 100% sure on, and one, if I mispronounce it, we are sacked from podcasts.
Oh dear. I've definitely got one. 100% I know that one, but I have no idea about the German one. No idea.
Is the one that you've got,
Yeah.
is it the Spitfire?
Yes.
I think everyone knows that one.
Here we go. Here's my sheet of paper.
You've got you've got that one. Okay, the next one, so you don't get any points for that because you didn't get both. So I've got Spitfire down, and I've also got, please don't cock this up, please don't get this wrong because we're fired. And the German one was a Messerschmitt.
What?
Never been more relieved to get that right in my life. I'm not going to repeat it. You heard it once, play it back. Let's see if they are right. And more importantly, let's see if Amber can pronounce it at 9-year-old.
Oh.
And the answer is Spitfires and Messerschmitt.
That was close. I held my breath for a minute then.
Honestly, you're smashing this challenge.
Smashing this, to be fair. Let me write that down. What's that? What, 5-2 to me? In my defence, I do think that, and a lot of parents will agree with this, when you start to get into the homeschooling a little bit, which obviously you're not doing, and I am, you do start to come back a little bit.
Yeah.
And not much, granted, but there is some that does start to come back. But honestly, I think kids have it tougher now than we did. They've got more information at their fingertips now.
Yeah.
Right, okay, so let's see if you can pull it back. And not all is done just yet. Yeah, it is actually, isn't it? This is number 8.
And this is question number 8. Which planet is closest to the sun?
You've got to get this one.
Yeah.
You haven't got one for a while.
I know.
You've got to get this one right. Right, okay, let's write that one down.
I think I know this one.
Right. Yeah, no, I've got this one. Right, what you got?
Mercury.
Yeah, it is, Freddie. Correct answer. I know that one. I'm going to ask Amber, but we will. Amber, what is the answer?
And the answer is Mercury. But Mercury isn't as big as Uranus.
Oh dear. Oh.
Brilliant.
I do not know where that child comes from. Honestly, not as big as Uranus. Right, okay, the planet, of course, everybody, the planets. Before we get any complaints, don't write in. No one cares. Right, so I've won. We know we've won. But just for giggles, we're going to carry on.
Yeah.
How are you guys doing at home? Don't forget to let us know the usual ways: Twitter, Facebook, etc., etc. Right, let's do question number 9. Uranus.
Question number 9. What is the capital of New Zealand?
Right, okay. Geography. Right, let's go. What's your geography like?
Rubbish.
Oh dear. Right, got it.
Oh, I have no idea. No idea.
Go on then, go for it. What you got?
No, let's go. Pass. I haven't got a clue.
Come up with something funny. What you got? Anything?
Kiwi land.
Do you not even know like a city in New Zealand? Like,
No.
wow.
In Australia, yeah, but not New Zealand.
Okay. Kiwi land was the best we could get there. I am not going to go for Kiwi land. I know the answer, and the answer, I think, I say no, I think the answer is Wellington. Let's find out. Amber.
And the answer is Wellington, like the boot.
Yes, Amber, just like the boot.
Just like the boot.
No, you're never going to forget that now.
No, literally, if I was at school now, I would have "see me" on the bottom of my page.
Amber would probably bully you horrendously.
Yeah.
No, she wouldn't. She's the most caring little girl.
Oh.
She'd put her arm around you and take pity on you.
Yeah, she probably would.
Like she does now, anyway, quite frankly. She's already smarter than you. It's not even funny. Right, okay. The final question. And the score is 7-3 to me. I've done all right. I'm quite pleased with this. Right, okay. It'll be 1-1 in this series. Let us know at home how you're getting on as we head into question number 10.
And the final question is number 10. Which country invented tea?
Okay, right, write it down. Final
I
one.
know this one.
I think I'm not sure. I'm definitely not sure.
You're not really a tea drinker.
I'm
though, are you?
not hugely. Am I the only one that's absolutely knackered?
Yeah,
I feel shattered.
I
Like,
do.
this has killed me.
Yeah, this is a full day at school.
Then people turn around and go, if you went back to school, no,
No.
sorry.
Rubbish.
And it's when people go, yeah, but what if you know what you know now? Yeah, I mean, I know how to scam things and get away with things and dodge classes better, but actual learning, no. I've forgotten more than I ever learned.
Yeah.
Right, okay. What have you got down there for your answer?
Okay, I know this one. So for all the tea in China.
All the tea in China. I didn't have China. I had India.
India?
Well, curry, tea, same thing. No, I don't know. I went a bit left field with it. I wasn't convinced it was China. I thought it was too obvious. So I probably second guess myself. Well, we'll find out. What is the answer, Ambedu?
And the final answer is China.
Okay, so I failed at the last one.
Yeah.
But overall, the final scores on the doors are out of 10. You have got 4, and I have got 7. Yeah. Which makes it 1-1 in the series.
Smarty pants.
So if, like Amber, you want to issue me and Deb a challenge, get in touch via the following ways.
Yeah, so you can contact us on Twitter or Facebook at the Dougie and Deb Podcast, or email us at the Dougie and Deb Podcast at gmail.com.
You can literally find us everywhere.
Yeah.
Literally. And don't forget to subscribe to the podcast as well, so you never miss an episode of Dougie versus Deb 1-1. Yeah.
We want it. We need it. It's Dougie and Deb's podcast. So precious.
Thank you, Gollum. It is now time for this.
Rewind. When the crowd say bow, selector.
Thank you, Sir Craig David, once again. So, last week, we played you 3 songs in reverse.
We did.
Let's just play them to remind you what it was. Right, they were your 3 songs, obviously in reverse, very, very well-known song. Now, you only got one of these, didn't you?
I did.
And out of over 100 entries we've had this week, would you believe? Over 100 entries, which is amazing for our first ever podcast.
Amazing.
Not one correct answer.
Really?
Shocking. Absolutely shocking. I thought it was really easy, but clearly not. So, the answers were, and the first 2, everyone got right.
Yeah.
Everyone got the first 2 right. The first one was YMCA by the Village People. Mm-hmm. Did you get that one? Was that the one you got?
That's the one I got.
That's the one you got. The second one was Mysterious Girl by Peter Andre. I guarantee when you go back and listen to them, you'll go, oh yeah.
Yeah.
I get it now.
I can hear it now.
And the third one that nobody got, and a special mention to Thomas Urch, who did, in fairness, mentioned that it was Celine Dion, so a bonus point for that.
Yeah.
But you can get the song title. The song was All By Myself by Celine Dion.
There you go.
So it is time now for this week's challenge. See if anyone can get 3 out of 3 for the first time. How can people get in touch, Deb, and let us know?
Okay, so you can get in touch with us either on Facebook or Twitter at the Dougie and Deb Podcast, or you can email us at the Dougie and Deb Podcast at gmail.com.
You absolutely can. Right, here is this week's Rewind Challenge. Right, that is a tricky one, I think. That's a tricky one. So you know where we live, you know how to get in contact with us, take part and see if you can be the first ever winner of our Rewind Challenge.
Yep.
Rewind. When the crowd say bow, selector.
Yep, do da dee la do da dee da dee da dee da dee da. Yep, do da dee la do. It's time for Dougie and Deb's time machine. Jump on board. Tally-ho, pip pip.
Right, so it's that time again where we are going to escape 2020 and 2021.
Yay!
Because these years suck, let's face it.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
And we have randomly selected in our time machine
Yep.
to go back to 1970.
That's right, Dougie. 50 years ago.
How long?
50.
Oh my God, right. Saddle up then, girl. We are getting in our time machine. Let's go. Right, everybody, welcome to 1970.
Woohoo!
I like it already.
I do.
Right, let's do a bit of exploring. Deb, what happened on this year in 1970?
Okay, Dougie. So in this year, on January the 5th, this iconic TV show first debuted. That's right, the longest running sports quiz, Question of Sport, has been going since the 5th of January 1970. It was hosted by David Vine and is still going on to this
It's
day.
still dead good.
Yeah,
Still
it
dead
is.
good.
And it's a theme tune that everyone knows as well.
Everyone knows it.
Everyone knows.
Iconic.
Okay, so around the world, Apollo 13 was launched on the 11th of April. It was the 7th crewed mission in the Apollo space program, but of course the mission failed. And then 7 days later, in the South Pacific, on April 17th.
South what?
South Pacific.
That's very specific.
They
You got
made
it right this time, at least.
They made a splash landing and all crew survived, which
They
was great.
certainly did. Good film as well.
Absolutely. And in this year, Paul McCartney announced that the Beatles have disbanded.
Oh.
Jimi Hendrix passes away. Simon and Garfunkel release their final album together, Bridge Over Troubled Water.
Full of good news, you, ain't you? Christ.
And the title track wins the Grammy for Song of the Year as
okay.
well.
Very good.
And the stars that were born this year were Matt Damon,
Matt Damon?
Mariah Carey.
Why say Matt Damon like that?
Do you not remember? Matt Damon.
No.
Oh, okay.
On your own.
Mariah Carey, Naomi Campbell.
Okay. No funny voices for them, no? Just Matt Damon. Fair enough.
Popular toys that year were Hot Wheels tracking cars and Susie Homemaker's super oven.
I
so
wonder
you
how many
know-
people listening had those.
I know.
Let us know.
Absolutely. Lots of films were released that year. Two of the most popular ones were Hello Dolly and this one.
The surgeons in the army, they say we're mighty bright. We work on soldiers through the day and nurses through the night.
That's right, MASH, which was a TV programme, was turned into a film in 1970 and it became one of the biggest films of the early 1970s for 20th Century Fox.
Sure did.
So it depicts a unit of medical personnel stationed at a mobile army surgical hospital during the Korean War.
Ooh.
That's something I didn't know.
No, there you go. Every day is a school day.
It certainly is.
That's why we're here.
So, Dougie, what happened in the music world?
Well, let me tell you, it was a monster year for music with 122 singles that graced the charts in this year.
Wow.
Massive. Wouldn't happen nowadays.
Definitely not.
Elvis Presley and the Jackson 5 held the record with the most top 10 hits in that year at 5. They shared 5 each, would you believe, in the year. It's come to an end. And it's time to go back to the year that we call 2021.
Do we have to?
Nope. Yeah, we do. Bye, 1970. Bye.
Bye.
So that about wraps up the second episode of the Dougie and Deb podcast, and we've had a ball.
We have.
We really have.
Absolutely. It's been such a good podcast. I've loved
It's
it.
been a great podcast. We hope you guys enjoy it at home. There are ways you can get in touch. We need you guys to get in touch. We're only doing this for you. Otherwise, we're just two numpties talking into microphones to ourselves.
No, we don't want to do that.
We don't want to do that. So we need you guys. How can people get in touch, Deb?
Okay, so you can get in touch at the Dougie and Deb Podcast, either on Twitter or Facebook, or email us at the Dougie and Deb Podcast at gmail.com.
Perfect. Don't forget to get involved in the Rewind competition.
Yes.
And just get in touch in general. And more importantly, make sure you subscribe. We are on all podcast providers, all of them. Google
Yes.
Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, you name it. We are on there, and YouTube as well.
Yes.
So all that remains for me to say is thank you so much for listening. Share with your friends. Get the word out.
Yeah.
And we will be back next Wednesday with episode 3. Say goodbye, Deb.
Goodbye, Deb.
Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
The Dougie and Deb Podcast is sponsored by Isla B Bridal Nuneaton. Book an appointment today and shop for all your wedding needs. Visit islabbridal.co.uk.